Hi, everyone, and welcome to Clackamas United Church of Christ. My name is Adam Erickson, and I'm the pastor here, and I am here with Patti. Hi, Patti.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm fine, Adam, and I'm glad to be here.
Well, I'm so happy that you're here. I invited Patti to come in today to ask her 3 questions about her life and faith, and Patti, thank you again.
Oh, you're welcome.
Awesome. So the first question is, Patti, what was church like for you growing up?
Well, growing up, my mom didn't drive, my dad didn't get a license, and we didn't get a car till I was in the 7th grade.
Oh, wow.
So going to church was sporadic. We had a neighbor that I guess my folks didn't want to overdo with them, but once in a while we would go, and I was brought up in the Episcopal church. Okay. And it wasn't even one that was necessarily in my neighborhood, so I didn't know any of the kids because I didn't go to school with them until I went to high school, and then I was in the right neighborhood. I remember going. I was very shy. Everybody in the Sunday school room knew each other except for me, who came once in a blue moon. So I don't have really great memories of that until I got into high school. And in high school, they had a youth pastor that really connected with the youth. And all through my high school years, I was involved in the youth group then. And I did know the kids then because the neighborhoods fed into the high school. Mm-hmm. So then I have good memories, and to the point where the youth pastor moved on. He got ordained and moved on and became the chaplain down at University of Oregon. Oh, wow. But I was going to get married, and I wanted Father Jack to marry me, so I called him and asked if he would. And so my fiance and I went down to Eugene and had an interview with him, and he is the one that married me.
Oh, wow. What was it about Father Jack that...
Well, his youth, his exuberance. The pastor or priest, I guess, at the church had no connection with the kids at all. He didn't really act like he even knew we existed. Yeah. One bad memory was as the youth group, we were supposed to help. They were putting on a luncheon, and we were asked or told that we were going to go and serve, and then afterwards we would be given a meal. Yeah. And so we went, and we bussed tables, and we waited on tables and all of this kind of thing. And then it came and he never said. He came in and out and hobnobbing and with all the old rich ladies and this kind of thing, I mean, that's the way it came across to us. And then afterwards, there was nothing said about that we could have anything to eat. So that part of it never... So memories of him was not great. Yeah. But Father Jack he connected with us. He took us on outings, and his name was Jack Hilliard, but we called him Father Jack because he was just one of us, kind of. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great. So eventually you remained in the faith in college. Did you go to a church in college? Or?
Well, I went to a business college, and then I married really young. But the fellow that I married, his mom, he had been in the service, and whenever he would come home, his mom was in the choir. It was a Methodist church. And so whenever he would come home on leave, and then after he got out of the service and came here, he started going to that church. So we got married, we went to that church until we moved and moved out into Milwaukee area, and then we joined another Methodist church. And we went to that. I was married for 31 years. We brought our kids up in that church. He was a Sunday school teacher. We both were counselors for the youth group, and I was involved in the women's group and all of that. So had really good experience through that and made good friends, and it was a good experience. And then I got divorced and then moved away, and not far, but I mean in the same general area. Went for probably 7-8 years without going to any church. And then I had a boyfriend who had kidney disease, and he decided, I would really like to get connected with a church. we went past this church all the time. My kids, as they were growing up, called this the Butterfly Church, just because of the way that it is constructed and all of that. And we knew a couple of the people from the neighborhood that came here, and I believe maybe the first time we came was actually for a funeral of one of the ladies. And we liked the looks in here, and we decided we were going to shop around and go to different. We decided to start here because we'd been here once before, and we just never left.
Nice, yeah. So what does faith mean to you today?
Faith has played a huge part in my life. When I was 23, my folks had a serious automobile accident. My life changed. I was married and had a 3-year-old daughter, but my folks, it just completely changed their life. My mom had to have her jaws wired together. She had her teeth knocked out. Her sight was bad. And so I had to spend a lot of time and energy with being there for them and doing things for them. And, I guess what they say is if it doesn't kill you, it'll make you stronger. I wouldn't wish part of my life on anybody, but I have to say the things that I have gone through, and then my boyfriend dying of kidney failure and that, all the involvement with that. And then having this church, it's just my faith, and still is just huge. I am aware of the presence of God in my life, and I thank Him continually for. I always know the presence. I don't just pray when I need something. I always thank Him when something happens that I know that there's been an intervention there.
Yeah. So you eventually found this church, Clackamas United Church of Christ. What has this church meant to you?
This church has been my soft place to land. The people are warm and inviting and friendly, and it's truly an extended family. Small enough that and you feel like you're making a difference. I'm on a number of committees, and I'm the financial secretary, and the involvement has been voluntary and wonderful. And the programs that they've had, I've gotten involved, and we have an art group and taking field trips and going on retreats and all the functions that this church has had. We have garage sales or rummage sales and bazaars and auctions and just special, special things. So it's I love the fact of what the church stands for. Everything. I told when I came and decided to join, I told the pastor at the time that I felt like I had really found where I belonged and found my home.
What are some of the things that this church stands for that really...
Well, the environmental impact that we embrace. We have a rain garden and just very conscientious about the environment. The fact that we are open and affirming and everybody's welcome and there is no discrimination whatsoever in this church. It's also a very church that you don't feel like anything that is being said or done is going to be held against you, I guess. Yeah. And everybody's just accepted for what they are.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's an unusual thing.
Yeah.
It's really a very unique little small and mighty church.
That's awesome. Well, Patti, thank you so much
welcome.
For talking with us today.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching this video. You can join us each Sunday here at Clackamas United Church of Christ at 10:30 in the morning, because that's when churches meet, in the morning, yes. Except for during the summer months. If you want to come during the summer, come at 10 o'clock. So until then, grace and peace be with you. Bye-bye. Hi, everyone. This is Adam Erickson, reminding you that no matter who you are or where you are on life's journey, you are welcome at Clackamas United Church of Christ. We are located at 15303 Southeast Webster Road in Milwaukee, Oregon. Our worship service starts at 10:30 on Sundays, except for during the summer months we start at 10 o'clock. If you'd like more information on our church, you can visit our Facebook page or our website at c-ucc.org. You can also reach out to me through email at adam@c-ucc.org. Until next time, grace and peace be with you.